have a fascination with martial arts. I love martial arts. I lived in Asia for many years. A lot of the martial arts in the world come out of Asia. And so there's this fascination. And it wasn't until mixed martial arts came out that I really started to notice this major flaw in almost all martial arts. So let me just give you an example here. So judo fighters are incredible fighters. But the problem is fights are stopped when judo fighters get on their back, because you're not allowed to be on your back in judo. So what happens is the judo fighter will roll over to their stomach, the fight will stop, the one fighter will get up, and then they'll start again. So there's a weakness to judo, but the judo culture has built this this culture around its weakness, around its insecurity, around its inhibition. And I didn't really notice that until mixed martial arts came along. Then you have Chinese martial arts, which has been around for a long time. They don't believe fighting on the ground is honorable. So in a Chinese martial arts fight, you would actually stop if someone falls on the ground, and then you'd get up and then you start the fight again. Again, Chinese martial arts are incredible fighters, but most fights end up on the ground, and if you don't know how to fight on the ground, it's a very flawed kind of approach. But Chinese martial arts have built this culture around their weakness or their inhibition. Yeah, and then you have boxing. Again, boxers are incredible fighters, right? But the thing is, they only use really two parts of their body, their fists, right? And it's not just their fists, they wrap them in 18-ounce gloves. And if you fall on the ground in boxing, the fight actually stops for up to 10 seconds or a 10 count for the other fighter to get up. But again, most fighting ends up on the ground. And that's what I love about mixed martial arts, because they don't care. Right? They basically have one rule. You can't permanently hurt the other opponent. But other than that, mixed martial arts is about just doing what works. Now, I bring this up because let's talk about buy and hold. Buy and hold is a great investment strategy, just like judo is a great fighting style. But the problem with buy and hold is there's these 50, 60% corrections in the market where buy and hold people, long only, advisors say, well, that's just what happens. But that's a huge flaw, and there's this culture around that weakness for this long only buy and hold. And then you have this idea that you should be 60 stock, 40 bond, and that's the right mix, and you should rebalance once a quarter or once a year. But the problem with that approach, again, is there's periods in the market where the market falls 40, 50, 60%, and that 60-40 split gets hit really hard. In the 2008 stock market crash, correction, global financial crisis, that 60-40 split fell anywhere between 40 to 45%. That does not feel safe. There's this huge culture of insecurity and weakness around this 60-40 split that people aren't really looking at, just like with, say, Chinese martial arts. And then you've got the pick of the month newsletter industry approach, where they say have 30 or 40 ticker symbols, increase your frequency, trade in or out, and everything should be based on the narrative of that ticker symbol or the story of that ticker symbol. But the problem with that is there's deep, consistent science, peer-reviewed science that says owning 30 to 40 ticker symbols is really bad for your health and your wealth, and it will make you poorer. But again, they've built these cultures around this weakness of it, and they don't talk about that. So what I love about mixed martial arts is it just says to you, just do what works. Just do what works. And I kind of think of fearless wealth like that. Just do what works, not what markets best or what is best. Hey guys, this is just another investment thought to help you protect your portfolio and your future. Until next time, this is RC Peck.